Hey everybody, welcome back. It's actually been a little bit since I last recorded. I was gonna do it yesterday, but then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna spend the rest of the day grinding. In fact, if you look at the grid, you'll see that the team is a bit different now, because everyone is fully evolved. I took the time to get everyone into the high 30s slash low 40s, just to sort of match Phil Collins. And by everybody, you'll see, these guys aren't high 30s. No, no, no. The rest of the freaking Pokemon are high 30s, low 40s, all of them. Everyone's stronger now, and hopefully we won't see a terrible showing like we saw earlier. A lot of Sudowoodo died for this endeavor, so let's take a moment of silence to pray for their families. Okay, moment of silence over. Let's get to battling. All right, mushrooms. This guy is what? Morlo and Shiinotic. Cook Derek. Milcery. Okay, you're talking about mushrooms and you send out a fairy type. I don't get your play. It's dumb. I should probably spend some time looking for like items and stuff. Also, I didn't know this, but there's a dusk stone behind the Poke Center in Stowan side. I was thinking I was gonna have to wait until I could use the water bike to get to the Lake of Outrage to find one of those, but no. So that's interesting if you didn't know that. Anyway, Shiinotic, there we go. That's what I was talking about. See, you gotta have the Pokemon you're bragging about. And I have nothing against it. I also need to forget Slam. It has like, what, 75 accuracy? That means it hits like 5% of the time. I know that math doesn't add up, but that's how Pokemon math works. If it's got 90% accuracy, you're gonna miss half the time. If it's got anything below 90, it's like throwing a dart at a dartboard that's the size of a thumbtack. Deep Purple, you're up. I didn't just go nuts to butts leveling you up to not serve me. There we go. Alright, well, poisoning it was completely arbitrary and not at all necessary. So, I know Opal's a fairy-type user, but I also know she has a Mawile, so we might need to use M&M. Actually, no, wait, what am I saying? Evanescence is fire-type. Ooh, double battle. Time to show off some synergy here, baby. You know what? We're going with the two OGs, the remaining survivors. You guys got to make it through the rest of this, man. You're the OGs. You're part of the original team. Ooh, that's a Ninetales. That ain't good. Goodbye, Curlia. The Ninetales is pretty fast. I should know. I have an Alolan Ninetales on one of my competitive teams, but not as fast as a Claydol that's way stronger than it. Okay, in retrospect, I might have leveled up everybody a little bit too much. Okay, so I think, alright, looking back at it, very obviously, because, I've since edited and, I have since edited. That word will never not be weird to say. I have since edited and, scheduled the death of everybody video. And it was completely my own mistake. I could have spared Casey Lee and Sum 41, and that was completely my bad. Because, I mean, they didn't need to die. If I had sent out Phil Collins initially, I was just afraid of the Gengar being faster and knowing Poison type. I thought I was about to lose that run. I'm not as mad about Alistair killing most of my team as I am about Hop. And the primary reason for that is because in Alistair's case, he was a gym leader. It was an expected hard battle. I was actually expecting to lose maybe one or two Pokemon. But with Hop, that was an early battle, and he used a cheap trick to kill one of my guys. And that doesn't fly, so Hop is still public enemy number 1 for me, man. I'm thinking I should probably put Phil Collins a little bit behind the rest of the party now, because everyone else is still lower level than him. The reason I chose the low 40s was because that's what Alistair's gym badge allows me to catch now, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Morgrim. Dark Fairy. Poor Maroon 5, man. Though I will say, I think that without Maroon 5, we wouldn't have won. I fully believe that, because he got that Sucker Punch in, And if that had not happened, I don't think Phil Collins' knockoff would have killed that Gengar. I think it had buffed itself too much. Ooh, U-turn. Oh, that's big. That's big. Oh, what are you kidding me? Zebrahead can't learn U-turn? Well, Phil Collins can. That's all that matters. Was that really the entire dungeon? It's been a while since I've been here. I could have sworn there were more trainers. Okay, well, that highlights one of my issues with Sword and Shield, is that the routes in the dungeons are incredibly short. This is actually my roommate's favorite town. It reminds me of World of Warcraft, I guess. Which I get. It does kind of look like a WoW area. And all the Pokemon hanging around. And again, it's another highlight of what's wrong with Pokemon, as it is. I mean, they can make these awesome sets, but it's all flash, no substance, you know? There's really not much to do here. There's that one ghost mission, which is kind of cool, where the dead lady gives her, like, message to her dead old boyfriend who's now married. And that's kind of sad, but also kind of cool. I actually had an idea for Pokemon that I thought would have been really, really cool if they'd implemented it. And that is, I think that, you know, they have this entire size system built into the game. Oh, rest. There we go. I don't know if I should teach Heracross, Rest, and Snore. I'll get to my genius idea in a quick second. Horn Attack, Dig, Low Kick, and Pin Missile. Maybe not. I'll sleep on that. So my idea for Pokemon is that they should implement size into the overworld, I think. Because, you know, size should play a role. Oh, hey, Marty. And, God, I keep getting distracted by stuff. I feel like I need to pay attention to this. I'm determined to get through this thought. My idea is that they implement size into Pokemon by making it so certain Pokemon are restricted from entering certain areas, right? We're not necessarily restricted, just that you can't use them. I think it would add to the strategy of Pokemon just a little bit. Hold on, let me, again, getting distracted by stuff. So Fairy is weak to Steel and Poison. Okay, so this is the team we're going on for this gym. Hopefully the grinding was worth it. Alright, so for my wonderful idea, if I could ever get this fucking idea out, it's that they implement Pokemon size so that it affects where Pokemon can be brought into. So for example, let's say you have a Wailord, and you go into a forest. The Wailord, you wouldn't be able to use it in battle. Because also, in my idea, I would have it so the battles are more organic. Like, you know, you walk into a trainer, and then the trainer backs up, and then the area that you're in becomes the battle zone. I feel like that's a logical evolution for Pokemon. Think of it kind of like Xenoblade, right? You know, you encounter a monster, the battle starts. I think it'd be cool if, like, you know, you encounter a Pokemon, the rest of the Pokemon in the background just sort of dip out, and then the battle just starts with you having your Pokemon initiate the battle. It's also kind of like that Minecraft Pokemon mod. Though in this case, if you're in an area with, you know, a lot of tight spaces that can't facilitate a large Pokemon, that Pokemon wouldn't be allowed in. It's also very similar to, shit, what was the game? My roommate was playing a game that was a lot like that. Ah, crap, it's gonna bug me. I know the theme song of it, too. It's... this is gonna bug me a lot. Na 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 na. It's whatever that fucking theme song's from. The prior game that everyone loves. That one had a very similar system where, like, when you walked into an enemy, basically a giant arena would form around you. And... Oh, right, I forgot. You get quizzed during the battle. Yeah, a giant arena would form around you. And after the arena forms, you know, the battle starts. And it's... I think it's the way Pokemon should work. I think that if you run into a wild Pokemon, instead of it doing, like, the battle flashy thing and then the battle start, if instead the Pokemon just, like, jumps back 20 feet, the arena, forms around you, and then the battle starts. And if you're in a tight area, you wouldn't be able to use, like, a Wailord or a legendary Pokemon like Groudon or Kyogre. Pokemon that fit the size. Any Pokemon that are bigger would not be able to be used. And I feel like that would be a cool way to implement size into the actual battle, right? So yeah, I think I feel like that idea is pretty doable. it'd be a pain to try and implement all the Pokemon sizes into the models in the real world. Though I guess you could like have a scale modifier where it's like if it wouldn't have to be exact, is what I'm saying. If using like if then statements, it's like if size above 50%, then scale to 75% or something like that. I don't know. Though honestly, I know that Pokemon has a lot more flaws than just basic stuff like that. Some people think the gameplay loop isn't fulfilling. Some people think that the game itself isn't challenging, which it really isn't. I feel like the last time Pokemon was genuinely challenging was in Sun and Moon. Honestly, the trial captain, not trial captains, the trial totems. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. The trial totems were actually genuinely tough fights. In fact, I remember fainting a few times on the grass one. There was also another one that ooh, wow. Lots of levels. Cool. There were a lot of totems that I actually didn't succeed on. Though the rest of the game was actually relatively easy. And then leading up to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I played that game using a team I ported in. They were all level 5 to start with, but they were all perfectly IV bred and EV trained by level 5 because he had what was it? The Pokepelago thing where you could have Pokemon's EVs trained up. That made battling Necrozma incredibly easy. It wasn't even a challenge, and I feel like I might have spoiled the game a little bit for myself because of that. Because everyone else apparently had a lot of trouble with it, including my roommate who, at my discretion, was using a Mudsdale. And that thing, anytime you hit it, that thing just becomes stronger because I made sure he got one with whatever the ability is. So we'll put Belbiv DeVoe up top for right now. So yes, we'll challenge the gym leader. We're not going to take on the losses that Alistair made us take. Let's put this old lady in a home.